right. I just wanna nibble on your nibble like a night. So sentimental when I step in the middle, when I do a little dance to the turns daylight. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex.
A good neighbor to nearby downtown Phoenix. We're at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale, Arizona. Two teams sitting above 500 in the early season, but only one will stay that way as we're off in week 4. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Oh, 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the gun, it's Murray. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Omaha. Hey! I know so!
Operating from the gun, here's Murray. McBride hauls it in. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Hand off to Benson from the gun. He hits the sideline and an ill-fortuned run loses yardage.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Omaha. 2-2.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's got the hook up to Watkins. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10.
Omaha.
Watkins, the motion man here. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That's why you often see some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep a defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Second and 13. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Now Prater on to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, Daniels. They connect on the deep shot. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Play fake here, Daniels. He's on the move. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. First carry now for Austin Eckler. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. From the gun, it's Daniels. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Daniels on 1st down. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Now is Terry McLaurin on the target. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Robinson is across the line for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders finish off their opening drive. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Gets this one to Harrison. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They've got a first to begin the frame. Now Kyler. He's got him. That's McBride. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Cardinals first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Benson on 1st and 10. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Kyler throwing here. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Murray to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Daniels from the pistol. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. That's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense. You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, put a pretty good beat on you and can get two hands on it the next time.
Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Buys time, rolling right. On the move, looking deep. He's got it deep downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, it's the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Watkins, the motion man here. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, it kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And he's brought down for a loss.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen. Play goes nowhere.
Hey, Ace.
Murray on 3rd down. Cut near the goal line. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Glendale. The Cardinals driving ahead. Facing fourth down now, the Cardinals turn to Matt Prater for the field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. McManus sends it through. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Now Prater on to send it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
They're out and set. First and 10. Daniels now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Another look for him, Brock. And, hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. But my hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
On second down, Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 70 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. That's caught for the first. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a pickup of 11. And the Commanders will have a first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Ready.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Shotgun handoff now to Eckler. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Cardinals side of the field. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing now, Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Again, Daniels to the air. That's brought in by Luke McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. Chased out to his right. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Ready!
Working inside the red zone. And that's a Washington touchdown. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. It kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders take the lead on that successful kick. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. This return starts at the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. Here comes the final play of our first half.
Hey! Whoa, what you got? Buzz. Larry! Hey, easy, quick one. Whoa.
Looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Now Prater on to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Now Daniels off the play action. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That play good for 17 and a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. First and 10, around to Robinson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. This one misses the tight end. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's Robinson up the middle. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, I think they would have been happy just getting a new set of downs, Brock. Instead, he hits a home run.
And you know this, Kate. I love run plays on this down and distance because you usually get man-to-man. And what happens with man-to-man, those guys turn their backs, and if you get a lane, you get a shot, Big plays can follow.
That one splits the uprights. And the Commanders grow their lead to 8. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Dortch now to return it. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31.
Let's go. Easy, easy, easy. Ace.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Trey McBride. So it's second down coming up.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
On second and 10, it's Murray. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
They'll throw on third and long. Taken in by Harrison. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Big Ace. Green, green, green. Shit, 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 shit. 2-2.
Back to the air, Murray. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4.
2-2.
Benson now from the gun. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
First and 10, Murray. He's got him. That's McBride. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's second and inches. Motioning Watkins right. Broke through the tackle. Moving on into the red zone. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They'll get this one to Watkins. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They give on second to Benson. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. He got 5, and now it's going to be third down and 3.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
All plays on the table here for third and 3.
Come on.
Staying on the ground with Benson. And he will carry this across for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals start the second half with some needed points. Trey Benson, the touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
And the Cardinals telling their offense to stay out there. We got a 2-point attempt coming here. He's throwing for it. And they draw up just the right throw, and we're tied. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the second half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
That's a good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. Take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Play fake here. Daniels. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So that brings up 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Tight end going in motion here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Here we go.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Buda Baker picks it off. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Prater on for the PAT. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Cardinals break that tie and now lead by 7. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And, well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Daniels coming back after that pick. We'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Daniels. Quick slant to Samuel. He's got room to roam here. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders cut it to 1 late in the third. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Seibert now to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders tie us up 28-all. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Hey. 2-2. I know sauce. Come on.
Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jonathan Jones makes the play. And the Commanders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Let's go now. Six the Eagle.
Throwing now, off play action. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the gun, it's Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that brings up 4th and long. The Commanders ready for the punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Absolutely crushed his 1st punt, and here's another huge one. Fielded at the 11. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Nice moves on the return. He gets 17 out of it. And it'll be Cardinals football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Coach. Oh, hey. Two, what?
They give up the gun to Benson. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Easy.
Murray on the play fake. He's got it deep downfield. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. A big 34-yard pickup there. And that's a Cardinals first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the gun, it's Murray. He's taking a shot towards the end zone. Big gain downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take a 4th quarter lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Prater on to send it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
3rd and short, Daniels. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They've got a man in motion. On 1st down, here's Daniels. On the move, headed right. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Finds him over the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Running back sent in motion. Escapes the pocket. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Once more, it's Robinson. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. He picked up 6 on the run. Now they're facing 3rd and goal.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Now to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. They'll run it with Robinson. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Getting out to his left. And he got this close to midfield before going out. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10.
Come back. Hey.
Setting up to pass. Looking for... And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Here he is to throw. That's grabbed inside the 30. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that's a Cardinals 1st down. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. It's Benson on the give. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
So they call a timeout. That is their final one, and with time left for maybe 2 plays, let's see what they do. Do they chance it, or do they just kick it now? So now it all comes down to Matt Prater. And the whistles go off, so we got a timeout, 9 seconds left in the game. Now it all comes down to the veteran, confidently marching out for this moment. This will be a 44-yard look. That kick is no good. Oh, he mishit it. And barring a miracle, we're set up for overtime.
That's the life of an NFL kicker, a chance to be a hero, and unfortunately, he can't end this one. And now, well, now it's incumbent upon his teammates to pick him up and maybe give him that game-winning opportunity coming up in overtime.
He'll look to throw it. Forced out to his right. This to win the game. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be second down. So as we go through this coin toss, Brock, I'm sure most of our fans know it, but this is something that can decide the game. If the team who gets it first scores a touchdown, the game is over. But if they only kick a field goal, their opponent gets it with a shot to win or tie. And if we play beyond those 2 possessions, the next score would then win. And hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football is going to be spotted at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And that hit stops him in his tracks. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Now, that's one of those plays when you call it, you expect to get decent yards every time. Seeing it stop at the line, man, that's deflating offensively.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back to throw, here's Daniels. Completed here to McCaffrey. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a 1st.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the 2. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Got it, man. Robinson has it. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. 1st and 10 for him now, following the penalty. Running it after the penalty. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Another carry for Robinson. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Throwing now, Daniels. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Let's go.
To throw, Daniels. Able to find Ertz. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
These just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Daniels back to throw. It's taken in by Eckler. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Now Daniels to throw. Caught near the goal line. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Robinson on the inside give. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Daniels now. And he pulls it in. That's a touchdown and ends this game. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.